Check out this incredible classic, a 1954 Pontiac sedan that's been lovingly preserved and is now available for $10,500. This beauty is in clean condition, and it's clear that the owners have put a lot of time and effort into maintaining it. First off, let's talk about the specs. This Pontiac is powered by an original straight-eight engine, which is sure to provide a unique driving experience with its classic power and smooth ride. It's also got a clean title and shows 70,311 miles on the odometer, although the seller mentions that the exact mileage is unknown. The exterior boasts a charming green color, while inside, you'll find a beige interior that's in good condition, offering a comfortable and vintage feel. And if you're worried about maintenance, don't be. The seller notes that the car rides great, which suggests that it's been well cared for over the years. It's equipped with Firestone tires, adding to its authenticity and ensuring a reliable grip on the road. The original body and drivetrain further emphasize its classic appeal, making it a standout choice for any vintage car enthusiast. Now, I know what you might be thinking. A car this old must have some issues, right? Well, according to the seller, the car is in good shape and ready to hit the road. Of course, as with any used car, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a purchase. But based on the seller's description, this Pontiac looks like it's in fantastic shape. The asking price of $10,500 might seem modest for a car from 1954, but when you consider the originality of this particular model and the condition it appears to be in, it could be a fair price for the right buyer. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Pontiac that's been well maintained and has plenty of style and character, this 1954 sedan is definitely worth checking out. Now, I know I've got some vintage classic cars lovers out there in the audience. What do you think about this one, guys? Let me know your opinion over in the comments. I think this car would be a fantastic investment and a joy to own. Perfect for occasional drives on sunny days, making you feel like you're 20 again. Let me know how you'd enjoy it if it were yours.
If you're finding value in what we're sharing, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us create more great content. Thank you.
Let's continue with a 1950 Chevrolet Skyline Special two-door sedan that's up for sale in Rockford, Illinois. This vintage car has undergone a frame-off restoration, offering a blend of classic charm and modern reliability. However, it's important to note that while this car is in excellent condition, it's not without its quirks. First, let's talk about the highlights. According to the seller, this Skyline Special has a clean title and has clocked just 44,300 miles. The restoration process is well documented with photos and receipts, a reassuring detail for any potential buyer. The car boasts a 6-cylinder engine paired with a manual transmission, which promises an authentic driving experience reminiscent of the 1950s. The exterior is painted a striking blue, while the interior features a tasteful gray color scheme. This combination not only enhances its retro appeal, but also ensures it stands out among other classic cars for sale. The seller mentions that the car has won several trophies, indicating its quality and the attention to detail in its restoration. Additionally, it comes with some extra parts, which could be beneficial for future maintenance or customization. However, as with any classic car, it's crucial to consider the availability of parts and the potential need for ongoing upkeep. Now, let's address the price. The seller is asking $17,000 for this Chevrolet. While this might seem steep, it's important to remember that a frame-off restoration typically involves significant time and investment, making this price point reasonable for a vintage car in such condition. Moreover, the increasing rarity of well-maintained retro cars like this one adds to its value. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic car that exudes character and has been meticulously restored, this 1950 Chevrolet Skyline Special might be worth a closer look. Just be sure to conduct a thorough inspection and consider the long-term maintenance needs of owning a vintage vehicle. If you have thoughts or questions about this classic beauty, feel free to share them in the comments. Today's treat is a beauty. A 1958 Studebaker Scotsman two-door station wagon that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the condition of this unique vehicle. According to the seller, the car runs drives, and looks excellent, which is impressive for a vehicle that's over 60 years old. The paint is described as laser straight and black, which really pops in the sun, and the undercarriage is solid, a reassuring sign for classic cars. Inside, you'll find stock seats covered in beige and rose-colored ultra leather, complemented by black carpet with beige piping. The interior has been meticulously maintained, featuring an 80s GM tilt steering column with a Loker dress-up kit and the original Studebaker steering wheel. The car is equipped with electric wipers and a vintage air underdash AC unit, ensuring comfort during your drives. Under the hood, you'll find a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy engine paired with a 350 automatic transmission, providing plenty of power and a smooth ride. The drivetrain includes a 10-bolt GM Posey traction rear end and Willwood 4-wheel power disc brakes. The car rides on Rocket Racing strike wheels with BF Goodrich Silvertown white wall radial tires, adding to its classic appeal. The AccuAir 4-way air ride system offers customizable settings for optimal comfort. One standout feature is the meticulous attention to detail in the engine compartment, which has been completely rewired. It includes a Holley mid-mount accessory system, black powder-coated components, and a polished 4-core aluminum radiator with a SPAL electric fan. The dual exhaust with Flowmaster-type mufflers ensures a robust sound. Now let's talk about the price. The seller is asking $30,000 for this Studebaker, which includes a clean Iowa title and a comprehensive binder of part numbers, information, and receipts for the build. While this might seem steep, it's important to remember that classic cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. The seller notes that the car is available for inspection by appointment. So if you're serious about making a purchase, be sure to schedule a time to see it in person. Overall, if you're in the market for a vintage car that stands out and has been well maintained, this 1958 Studebaker Scotsman is definitely worth checking out. Get ready for a classic ride, a 1948 Buick Super that's sure to get your heart racing. First off, let's talk about the condition of this vintage vehicle. According to the seller, it's a good driver in original condition, which is a huge plus for anyone looking for an authentic, unrestored classic car. The seller notes that the front seat shows sunlight exposure, but no stains, indicating a well-preserved interior despite its age. Now let's get to the really exciting part. The potential. This Buick Super is equipped with a manual transmission, offering a driving experience that connects you directly to the road. The car is powered by a gasoline engine, and while specifics about the engine size or modifications aren't provided, its original state suggests a classic Buick performance. The exterior is painted black, complemented by a gray interior, maintaining the timeless elegance that Buick is known for. One thing that really sets this car apart is its clean title. You can rest assured that you're getting a vehicle with a clear history and no hidden surprises. The seller emphasizes the car's great potential, making it a perfect project for enthusiasts who appreciate the charm of vintage cars for sale. With 11,111 miles on the odometer, this Buick still has plenty of life left in it, offering a solid foundation for restoration or enjoyment as is. As for the price, the seller is asking $8,900 for this Buick Super. While that might seem like a bargain, it's important to remember that classic cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. The seller is motivated due to health reasons, which presents a unique opportunity for buyers looking to invest in a piece of automotive history. The seller doesn't mention anything about the car's availability for test drives, so if you're seriously interested, be sure to inquire for more details. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Buick that's been well maintained and has plenty of style and potential, this 1948 Super is definitely worth checking out. It's affordable, it's classic, and it's waiting for the right owner. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? How would you fix it up? Share your thoughts.
Okay, here's another one with the fan motor from this angle. Everything is here, there's no rust comparably.
Discover something truly special, a 1947 Plymouth Special Deluxe that's looking for a new home. This classic car has a lot to offer, but it's important to note that it's not without its quirks. First, let's talk about the good stuff. Under the hood, you'll find a V8 318 engine paired with a 727 automatic transmission, both sourced from a Dodge D150 truck, promising plenty of power and a smooth ride. The seller mentions that the car is driven daily and has been taken to numerous car shows, including the Cherokee Rod Run this year. This is always a good sign of reliability and performance. The exterior of the car is finished in a striking red paint job, which is sure to turn heads wherever you go. The interior is black, providing a classic and timeless look. The seller has made some recent upgrades, including new tires, a water pump, distributor, wires, plugs, and an ignition coil. These improvements should enhance the overall performance and reliability of the car. Additionally, all windows are functional, adding to the car's practicality and charm as a fun cruiser. Now, let's address some of the potential downsides. The seller admits that the speedometer is not working, which could be a concern for some buyers. Additionally, while the seller describes the car as a great cruiser, it's important to keep in mind that this is a subjective term. Without seeing the car in person or getting a more detailed description of its condition, it's hard to say exactly what great means in this case. As for the price, the seller is asking $12,000 for this Plymouth. While that might seem a bit steep for a car with an unknown mileage and some potential question marks around its condition, it's important to remember that classic cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With the included upgrades and new parts, this Plymouth could be a great starting point for a restoration project or a fun weekend driver. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Plymouth with some potential for upgrades and improvements, this 1947 model might be worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. If you're looking for a show-quality car or a numbers-matching original, this might not be the best choice for you. How would you fix it up? Share your thoughts. Here's a treat for the car lovers, a 1956 Ford Thunderbird that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the specs. Under the hood, you'll find an automatic transmission paired with a classic V8 engine, offering a smooth and reliable drive. The seller notes that the car runs well, which is pretty impressive for a vehicle that's over 65 years old. With approximately 70,000 miles on the odometer, this Thunderbird has plenty of life left for cruising down memory lane. Inside, you'll find a striking red interior that complements the car's vibrant red exterior, creating a seamless and eye-catching aesthetic. The car comes with a removable hard top, adding versatility to its classic design. Additionally, the Thunderbird includes fender skirts and wire wheel covers, enhancing its vintage appeal and providing options for customization. One thing that really sets this Thunderbird apart is its condition. The seller describes the car as being in good shape, which suggests it has been well maintained over the years. However, it's always wise to inspect the vehicle in person to fully appreciate its condition and ensure it meets your expectations. Now, let's address some of the potential downsides. The seller is firm on the price, asking $15,000, and is not open to trades or lowball offers. While this might seem steep for some buyers, it's important to remember that classic cars like this Thunderbird are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With its iconic design and historical significance, this car is not just a vehicle, but a piece of automotive history. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Ford Thunderbird with timeless style and a bit of a story to tell, this 1956 model is definitely worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. This car's got that old-school charm that just makes you smile, and it's waiting for the right owner to continue its legacy. We got an exclusive preview for you. A 1957 Chevrolet Classic Sedan 4D that's waiting for the right enthusiast to bring it back to life. First off, let's talk about the condition of this project car. According to the seller, the car requires some assembly, as the motor and transmission need to be mounted. The motor is a 350 big block, which is original to the model, but this particular engine is a swap that fits the car perfectly. It also needs a drive shaft, so it's not drivable at the moment, making it an exciting project for someone with the right skills and vision. The exterior is painted in a vibrant red, which is sure to turn heads once the car is fully restored. Inside, you'll find a tan interior that offers a classic and timeless look, ready to be customized to your liking. While the car is not currently running, the seller mentions that there are $1,200 worth of brand new parts for the motor included in the sale, providing a solid foundation for restoration. One thing that really sets this Chevrolet apart is its potential. The car is located in Topeka, Kansas, and with the right amount of work, it could be transformed into a stunning classic that pays homage to its era. The project nature of this car means it's perfect for someone looking to invest time and effort into creating a personalized masterpiece. As for the price, the seller is asking $6,500 for this Chevrolet. While it might seem like a significant investment for a non-running vehicle, it's important to remember that classic cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With the included parts and the potential for customization, this Chevrolet Classic is a fantastic opportunity for a restoration project. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Chevrolet with potential for upgrades and improvements, this 1957 model is definitely worth considering. Just be sure to do your due diligence and plan for the restoration process before making any decisions. This car's got that old-school charm and is waiting for the right owner to bring it back to life. What would you do with this classic project? Share your thoughts. Feast your eyes on this beauty, a 1948 Willys pickup that's been built to impress both on and off the road. First off, let's talk about the heart of this classic. Under the hood, you'll find an L134 Go Devil engine, which is the original type for this model. While the engine block serial number was ground off during a rebuild, this engine has been converted to a modern 12V system with an electronic fuel pump, ensuring it starts easily like a contemporary vehicle. The performance enhancements don't stop there. This Willys pickup features a 3-speed manual transmission with 3 on the tree, shifting, and a worn overdrive, providing a smooth and engaging driving experience. The truck is described as very solid and runs great, with a clean title to back it up. Now, let's talk about the condition of this classic. According to the seller, the truck was repainted in the 1970s or 1980s by the previous owner, who cherished it for over 30 years. The gray exterior paired with a burgundy interior still shows well, capturing the timeless appeal of this vintage pickup. The seller has also wired up hidden gauges in the glove box for the 12V conversion, while the original gauges remain intact and can be used with a voltage reducer. The seller is asking $14,500 for this Willys pickup, which includes some random extra parts that will be included in the sale. Located in McHenry, Illinois, this truck is a great opportunity for anyone looking to own a piece of automotive history. With 48,000 miles on the odometer, this pickup has plenty of life left for adventures on the road. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Willys pickup that's been well-maintained and offers a blend of vintage charm and modern reliability, this 1948 model is definitely worth checking out. With its solid build, reliable engine, and unique features, this truck is sure to turn heads and evoke admiration wherever it goes. Just be prepared to enjoy the ride and the attention that comes with owning such a distinctive vehicle. Take a moment to admire the 1950 Jaguar Mark V hot rod that's ready to be transformed into a show-stopping masterpiece. First off, let's talk about the potential of this classic. According to the seller, the car's top has been raked, giving it a sleek, aggressive stance that's perfect for a hot rod or rest-a-mod project. The body lines of this Jaguar are described as amazing, and with its iconic suicide front doors, It offers a unique blend of classic style and modern flair. Under the hood, the car is set up for a gasoline engine, paired with an automatic transmission, making it a promising candidate for a powerful and smooth-driving hot rod. While the engine specifics aren't detailed, this setup provides a solid foundation for customization and performance enhancements. Now let's talk about the exterior. The car is finished in a striking black color, which complements its burgundy interior. Although the project requires finishing work, the seller notes that they have the doors, pillar, seats, gauges, dash, and glass, providing a comprehensive starting point for restoration or customization. This Jaguar Mark V is a blank canvas, ready for someone with the vision and skills to bring it to life. As for the price, the seller is asking $3,000 for this Jaguar. While it might seem like a significant investment for a project car, it's important to remember that classic Jaguars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With its unique features and potential for customization, this Mark V could be a fantastic investment for any classic car enthusiast or hot rod builder. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Jaguar with the potential to be a stunning hot rod or a restomod, this 1950 Mark V is definitely worth considering. With its distinctive body lines, iconic doors, and the opportunity to create a truly unique vehicle, this car is sure to turn heads and capture attention wherever it goes. Not many cars like this left that are still within reach. If you had it, what's the first thing you'd do with it? Share your ideas below. Get ready to be impressed with the 1965 Ford Mustang convertible that's just waiting for the right person to appreciate its classic charm. First off, let's talk about the condition of this iconic vehicle. The seller describes it as being in very good condition, which is a testament to the care it's received over the years. Restored in 2001, this Mustang has been garaged and well kept since then, ensuring that it remains in excellent shape for its age. Now let's talk about the potential of this Mustang. With its classic styling and vibrant blue interior and exterior, this car is a real head-turner. The restoration has preserved its original appeal, and while it's not perfect, it is very clean and has been well cared for. The car comes with the original 6-cylinder engine and automatic transmission, providing a smooth and authentic driving experience that takes you back to the golden era of American muscle cars. One thing that sets this Mustang apart is its condition and the fact that it's been maintained with such dedication. The seller notes that it has only 32,000 miles on the odometer, which is remarkably low for a car of this vintage. This low mileage suggests that the car has been driven sparingly and preserved with care, making it a great investment for any classic car enthusiast. As for the price, the seller is asking $20,000 for this Mustang. While this might seem like a significant investment, it's important to remember that classic Mustangs are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. The combination of its condition, original components, and overall appeal makes it a worthwhile purchase for the right buyer. The seller is also open to trades for a low-mileage 4x4 Suburban or similar vehicle, offering some flexibility for interested parties. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Ford Mustang convertible that's been lovingly restored and maintained, this 1965 model is definitely worth checking out. With its vibrant styling, low mileage, and excellent condition, this car could be a rewarding addition to any collection. I can see this turning into your new favorite ride. A few tweaks here and there, and it'll be like cruising back in time. What do you think? Drop a comment. You're in for a real treat today. A 1969 Chevrolet C10 stepside that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the condition of this true survivor truck. According to the seller, it's in clean condition, and it's easy to see why. The truck runs really well and straight, turning on every single time without any issues. With 74,000 miles on the odometer, this C10 has been well maintained and is ready for its next adventure. Under the hood, you'll find an inline-6 engine paired with a 3-on-the-tree column shift manual transmission. The seller notes that the truck shifts very smoothly, providing an enjoyable driving experience. All fluids are new, and there are no oil leaks, which is always a positive sign for a classic vehicle. The truck is equipped with new tires and brakes, ensuring safety and reliability on the road. Now, let's talk about the features. The heater, horn, original stereo, wipers, and all lights, including the cluster and cab, are in working order. All gauges function properly, and the interior is very clean, complete with the original tire toolkit. The body is straight with all original panels, and the original spare tire is included, adding to its authenticity. As for the exterior, the truck's paint is old but still shines and could benefit from a good detail. The seller mentions the usual rust spots, but nothing too crazy, which is expected for a vehicle of this age. This C10 retains its original charm and is a testament to its preservation over the years. The seller is asking $20,000 for this C10, which might seem like a significant investment, but considering its status as a true survivor with all original parts, it's a fair price for a classic truck enthusiast. The seller initially planned an LS swap and fleet side conversion, but decided to sell it as is, appreciating its originality. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Chevrolet C10 that's been well cared for and retains its original character, this 1969 model is definitely worth checking out. With its clean condition, smooth mechanics, and authentic features, this truck is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. What would you do with this classic survivor? Share your thoughts. Take a look at this beauty, a 1966 Ford F100 that's in clean condition and ready to hit the road. First off, let's talk about the engine. Under the hood, you'll find a 390 engine equipped with a mild cam and roller rockers. This setup, along with a new carburetor, ensures that the truck runs great. While the engine isn't original, it's a powerful upgrade that complements this vintage truck's robust character. However, it will need some valve guides due to sitting around, which is something to keep in mind. Paired with that engine is a manual transmission, which is sure to provide a fun and engaging driving experience. There's just something about shifting your own gears that makes driving a retro car that much more enjoyable. Now let's talk about the overall condition of this F100. The seller describes it as being clean, which is always a good sign. The truck is mostly original, except for the engine, and features a factory four-wheel drive, which is getting hard to find. There's some rust on the driver's side cross bracket and a little on the driver's side cab corner, but both floor pans are in good shape. It's also missing the headliner, which is a minor detail to address. The odometer shows 3,000 miles, which is likely since a rebuild or restoration. Additionally, it has a new clutch and brake job, ensuring that it stops and shifts smoothly. As for the price, the seller is asking $8,500 for this F100. While that may seem like a lot for a used car, it's important to keep in mind that well-maintained examples of the F100 are becoming increasingly rare. Given the truck's clean condition and recent mechanical updates, it could be a solid investment for the right buyer. If you're seriously interested in this F100, it might be worth making the trip to Loveland, Colorado, to check it out firsthand. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Ford F100 that's in clean condition and ready to hit the road, this 1966 model is definitely worth checking out. With its upgraded 390 engine, manual transmission, and factory four-wheel drive, this truck is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. While the price may be a bit steep for some buyers, the truck's rarity and condition could make it a worthwhile investment for the right enthusiast. We've got a treat in store for you. A 1929 Ford model, a hot rod street rod muscle car that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the history of this car. While the seller doesn't provide specific details about its past ownership, the meticulous upgrades and care suggest it's been well-loved and thoughtfully modified. This Model A is a testament to classic car craftsmanship, built on a TCI chassis that's powder-coated black for durability. The four-link front and rear suspension, along with a superb all 4-inch drop axle, showcases the attention to detail and performance-focused enhancements that make this car stand out. Now, let's talk about the condition of this hot rod. The seller describes it as being in excellent condition, and based on the details, it's easy to see why. The exterior boasts a striking white paint job, complemented by a 2-inch chopped windshield and chrome accents that add to its vintage allure. The interior features new gray upholstery, providing a fresh and comfortable cabin experience. The new wheels and tires include American Torque Thrust 16ths on the rear and 15ths on the front, enhancing both the aesthetic and performance of this classic beauty. Under the hood, you'll find a new 302 engine paired with a new C4 automatic transmission. This powertrain promises a thrilling driving experience, perfect for those who appreciate the blend of vintage style with modern performance. The car's recent upgrades include a brand new stereo system featuring Bluetooth connectivity with a Kenwood head unit and 6x9 kicker speakers, ensuring you can enjoy your favorite tunes while cruising. As for the price, the seller is asking $21,000 for this Model A. While that may seem like a lot for a used car, it's important to keep in mind that well-maintained examples of vintage cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare. Given the car's excellent condition, recent upgrades, and unique features, it could be a solid investment for the right buyer. The seller notes that this car is a fun ride that garners attention wherever it goes, making it a fantastic opportunity for a classic car enthusiast to own a piece of automotive history. Prepare for a real classic treat. A 1955 Chevrolet 3100 Task Force truck that's ready to hit the road and turn some heads. First off, let's talk about the condition of this Chevy. The seller describes it as a clean vehicle, which is always a promising start. While they don't mention any major issues or damage, the overall presentation and care seem to suggest that this truck has been well maintained over the years. One of the standout features of this particular Chevy is the low mileage. With only around 1,200 miles on the odometer, this truck has plenty of life left in it. It's rare to find a vintage truck with such low mileage, making it a fantastic opportunity for a collector or enthusiast looking for classic cars for sale. The truck's vibrant yellow exterior is sure to catch the eye, while the matching yellow and black interior adds a unique flair to its classic appeal. Another cool feature of this Chevy is the inclusion of a brand new black steering column, still in its box, ready for installation. This addition not only enhances the truck's functionality, but also provides a chance for customization to suit the new owner's preferences. With an automatic transmission, this truck promises a smooth and enjoyable driving experience, ideal for those who appreciate the blend of vintage style with modern convenience. As for the price, the seller is asking $25,000 for this Chevy, with an option to negotiate. While that may seem like a lot for a used car, it's actually a pretty fair price for a low-mileage, well-maintained classic truck. Given the enduring popularity and collectability of vintage cars like this one, it could be a solid investment for the right buyer. Of course, as with any used car purchase, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a final decision. The seller doesn't provide details about the truck's maintenance history or any recent work that's been done, so it's important to do your due diligence and ensure everything checks out. Man, this one's a keeper. Fix it up a little, and it's perfect for those weekend joyrides. What do you think? Let me know. We've got a real gem to share with you, a 1959 Jeep CJ5 that's in great shape and ready for a new owner. First off, let's talk about the history of this vehicle. While the seller doesn't provide specific details about its past ownership, the fact that it has roughly 25,000 original miles suggests that it has been well cared for over the years. This low mileage is a rare find for a vintage car, indicating that it has plenty of life left in it. Now let's talk about the condition of this CJ5. The seller describes it as being in good condition, and based on the details they provide, it's easy to see why. The Jeep has no major rust issues, which is always a crucial factor for vehicles of this age. The seats have been recently upholstered with durable boat seat material, ensuring comfort and longevity. This attention to detail in the interior suggests that the vehicle has been maintained with care. Under the hood, you'll find a manual transmission, which is typical for Jeeps of this era and offers an engaging driving experience. The seller notes that the Jeep is in good running condition, which is always a positive sign for any used car. The classic green exterior and matching interior color give this Jeep a cohesive and timeless look that is sure to turn heads wherever it goes. As for the price, the seller is asking $8,500 for this CJ5. While that may seem like a lot for a car that's over 60 years old, it's important to keep in mind the vehicle's low mileage and overall good condition. The absence of major rust issues and the recent upholstery work add to its value. Of course, as with any used car purchase, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a final decision. The seller seems open to providing more details to serious buyers, which is a good sign. If you're in the market for a classic off-road vehicle that's ready to hit the trails, this 1959 Jeep CJ5 is definitely worth checking out. With its low mileage, recent interior updates, and overall good condition, this car has a lot to offer for the right buyer. While the price may be a bit steep for some, the unique charm and capability of this vintage Jeep make it a compelling option for anyone looking to add a classic vehicle to their collection. Let me tell you about this fascinating 1949 Chevrolet 6400 I found for $6,200. You're looking at a piece of American automotive history that's actually pretty interesting. This Chevy 6400 comes with a robust 261 straight-six engine, believed to have been swapped early in its life with a 1955 to 57 model. And here's the good news. It still runs, drives, and brakes without issues. That's pretty impressive for a truck that's over 7 decades old. The odometer shows less than 50,000 original miles, suggesting this truck has been well preserved over the years. The seller has put some serious effort into keeping this classic running. The truck features a 2-speed rear end and a St. Paul hoist with a dump bed, making it a versatile vehicle for various tasks. It was used for local deliveries at Hebron Brick in Hebron, North Dakota, and has been stored inside, which explains its very good condition and minimal rust, a rarity for vehicles of this age. The interior is reportedly in great shape, which is a big plus for these vintage trucks. All lights are working, ensuring safety and functionality. However, I should mention that the tires aren't in the best condition, so it's recommended to transport it on a trailer. Weather permitting, the truck can be test-driven, which is a great opportunity for potential buyers to experience its charm firsthand. With a clean title in hand and having been titled every year since new, this truck offers a solid history and reliable ownership documentation. While $6,200 might seem like a lot for a project truck, consider this. You're getting a classic Chevrolet with a clean title, a desirable engine, and a history of careful maintenance. Sure, it might need some love, especially with those tires, but for someone looking to get into classic car ownership, this could be a solid starting point. Just remember, this is a 74-year-old truck, so expect to do some wrenching, but that's part of the classic car experience, right? This was intended to be a joint restoration project with Grandpa, reminiscent of his first truck, but interests shifted. Now, it's a great opportunity for someone else to continue the legacy.